Oh wow, just like that, I'm live. That's cool. Wow. All right. I've never gone live on YouTube before. So yeah, this is a new experience here. I'm looking up because that's where the video screen is. This is pretty out of nowhere for starters. This is yeah, I literally just thought of the idea of doing this. So don't feel like you missed out on anything. What's going on? What's going on? So yeah, this is the first time I've ever gone live on YouTube. Just checking out how it is. Is my mic working all right? I forgot to ask. Seems like the input volume is really low. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Uh, so yeah, this is a Q&A. You can ask any questions uh about anything. I know my studio is a bit of a mess right now. I didn't really I wasn't really thinking. Great. It's great to hear. This mic doesn't work on Discord. My favorite song ever. Good question. Probably like that I've written or just favorite song in general. Um probably that's a yeah, it's changing all the time. My favorite song ever. Probably probably Let It Be by the Beatles. Like that's a pretty good one. That's usually my go-to for like a lot of things. So yeah, what other questions do you guys have? Sorry, I'm kind of spaced out on my guitar for a second. True Colors makes you cry. Oh, that's what it does to me too when we play it live. Oh yeah, you guys haven't seen. Should we release a live album? What do you guys think? I kind of want to release a live album. It probably won't have video though, is the thing, because if we were gonna record a live album, it'd be at the big show we're doing. Um, it'd be at the big show that we're doing on November 6th. Um, how's the album doing on Spotify? It's doing all right. I haven't been actually paying attention to the stats much, so I could be lying. Um, I have been working intensively on. I've had like a lot of inspiration recently, so I've been working really intensively on new music. We're probably going to be releasing new music a lot sooner than I had initially planned or initially thought. If that makes sense. Which I think you guys might think that's a good thing, which I do too. I love releasing new music. I'd love to go literally anywhere. Um, it's funny. My dream country to visit is probably Iceland, just because it looks so cool. Uh, but in terms of the country that I'd love to tour in, probably somewhere in like South America, Latin America, just because their concerts, from what I've seen on video, are wild. So Either that or I'd love to play a show in, like, Antarctica just 'cause it's so random. It takes as long as it takes to make a song, I don't really I try not to give myself a deadline ever. Like, sometimes I'll have a song that other people will view as finished, but I'm just kind of building on as the months go by. Um, yeah, but usually, if I had to say the average of the time it takes me to usually finish an album, it's probably around 8 months to a year. The album that I'm going to release someday, there's a group of songs that I've been working on for over 2 years that I've mentioned a few times on, like, the Instagram live streams, and, those songs are, I don't know when I'm gonna release them, I thought it would be this next album, but, I'm just I'm not feeling them yet is the thing. I keep getting sucked into, to new types of music to try out. I think you are quite talented. Um, to reply to Angel Lopez, we kinda make whatever. I don't know much about style that doesn't belong to me. I mean, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend that the last album that we made wasn't heavily influenced by the band 21 Pilots, which a lot of people caught on to that. But I can promise that this next album will. I've been really focusing on trying to find originality because I don't want to present the band as someone who's pretending to be someone else. So I've really kind of went on it's kind of cheesy to say, but I've kind of went on like an internal journey in the past just since uh since the album was like finished to try and find a sound that isn't too off the rails but is from us, genuinely from us. And if you're still watching, Angel, I hope that I hope that we can deliver in the future. Uh, I hope that came across well. I'm not always great with words. Any other questions? That's a very ironic question to be asking after the little speech I gave. But I don't know. I haven't really been listening to them much, honestly. Uh, as of recently, I've been really getting into some other stuff. I mean, I did just see them on tour, which was really cool. But did you know you're inspiring? I'll get back to your question, Eileen. I just I need to think about it. Um, Tom Aro tomorrow. Okay. Uh, I do, but I see where they're coming from. And yes, tomorrow. Actually I did not know I was inspiring. That means a lot. Do you ever get tired of the voice comparisons? Yeah, I do, but I kind of deserved it from the things that I did leading up to Generation Simulation, like the fake leaks. It was intentional in a sense, but yeah, I'm probably going to take a kind of a big step back from those jokes from now on and stuff. I will say the next album will be very electronic based, but I've actually been really trying to refine the sound and use the less is more mentality while also creating a bigger like fatter sound to the music, more mature sound as of recently. Um yes, that's what this is, Matthew. It's Q&A. Ask away. Not electronic based like half robotic. Half robotic. See, that's as fun as that song is to play live. That's one of the songs that I kind of, don't care for much. Though it does play into the story I'm trying to tell, which is kind of the fallacy in the sentence I just stated. The what? Ah, I know what you're trying to do. All right. Take that 300-second timeout. Um yeah, no, so not electronic based like half robotic. More a lot more like synthy stuff, but not like EFM 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 type stuff. Like half robotic was very like sequencer based type of sound. I don't know how to explain it really. Um but yeah, next album is very soothing or much smoother sounds. Like I guess the way to describe it, like half robotic had these very sharp synthesizers, very like staccato. And this is more like I wish I could show you, but I'm trying not to leak anything, you know. It's very atmospheric is what this next album will be. Very atmospheric style. Oh, and and it's gonna be very funky. I don't know why, but I got like a huge uh creative spree in terms of just making these like really funky beats. I don't know how else to go further into detail. It's funny. What makes you think a good song versus a fun song? Wait, what do you think makes a good song versus a fun song to play live? Um, well, I think a good song to play live is something that the audience can anticipate. Um, something that people can sing along to. But then a fun song to play live is just when, the contents of the song really plays into your live show. Like if you have something really, really cool happen. Um, during that song, something like that. Okay, Matthew, I'm gonna have to like kill you from this stream. Okay, I just reported that one for Thank you so much, Janimations. Want to say hi. I love the new album. Uh, the studio version of Right Now. Good question. Um, I've tried to recreate it honestly a lot of times because the whole album Note to Self was out at one point for a very limited amount of time because it was it has some of my favorite songs I've ever written on it actually. Right Now, that song really really hits home for me. Hola. Um, but I guess in terms of if I'm ever gonna if I'm ever going to release it, I'll just have to really refine it and finish it because I keep hitting a brick wall whenever I try to remake it. I don't have the same headspace that I did all those years ago. Um, um, Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I was reading the chat. Um, Someone remind me what I was talking about. I'm like tired. All right, Matthew. You cannot please some people. Okay. Yeah. Right now. Yeah, I'm just going to have to get back into that place somehow that I was when I wrote the song, at least from a music production standpoint. Things were a lot more colorful and, very raw back then because I didn't have the resources that I have now. And I feel like I would kind of need to strip away a lot of elements that I use now just to get back into the place I was. But yeah, you know, I don't know how to ban people from the chat, but yeah. We can all just shame Matthew publicly. Um, what's your favorite song you've written? And all right, I'll answer both these questions. What's your favorite song you've written and your least favorite? I don't think I have like a least favorite song. There's some songs that I probably won't ever play live just because they don't have like the what? Stop getting on new accounts. Eventually we'll run out of accounts for Matthew. Um But yeah, my favorite song I've ever written, which is really hard to come up with, probably right now. Which is funny because it's not out. Least favorite song, probably. It's a tough question. Let's think. Your guitar's rubbish, Matthew Smith Jr. This dude's got a huge family. All right. Um, and then the second question is, if you could collaborate with anyone in the music scene, who would it be? Yeah, I just couldn't think of a song that's my least favorite. Um, and what would you hope to contribute? That's a good question. I love to contribute on records. I love to produce music. especially when it's not my own and it's helping someone out with something and adding small details here and there. Um, which I haven't been able to do too much, but in the times I have been able to do it, I've had a blast on every project. Um, basically, I'd probably want to work with I'd probably want to do a project with Paul Meany. He's just worked with like he's a record producer and frontman of Mute Math, but he's just worked with so many influential artists out there. Um, he just did a record with Walk the Moon, I believe. Half Alive, you know, Pierce the Veil. Just really, really cool. I'm actually a pianist, Matthew. I only play guitar a little bit. And I don't make money off the Matthew's never listened to the music, so he thinks that I can't play the guitar, but it's fine. No, I can't really play the guitar that well. I kind of just improvise and whatever sounds all right, sounds right. Only 3 times, but I probably won't do that again. I've had my fun and I've gotten, you know, I now everyone knows that I'm the guy and to the idea of that was never for me personally to gain any publicity off that. So now that kind of I'm known as the guy who does it, I probably won't do it anymore just because I don't want it to seem like I'm using those to get more views on here. So yeah, I kind of uh, stopped doing that. Have you played any shows outside of Texas? Yes, I used to live in Massachusetts, where me and my first band played the Hard Rock Cafe and a little club that I really like called the Breakaway. Best guitar to have for country music, probably I don't know, some random acoustic guitar. How many times have you or would you possibly um advice for aspiring songwriters? Um, I would just say don't worry about how it's gonna sound, and don't worry about a lot of the small things that get in the way of writing a song or manufacturing a song. Um, basically, just I don't know how to word this. Just kind of do it. If you want to write something, just write it, and if you're feeling it, just do it. I don't know much about guitars. I don't even really know what brand this is. This is Epiphone. Never mind. Um, how many times have you faked? Or no, I can't read that one already. Advice for those who want to buy their first guitar. Probably to actually know what guitar you're buying. Very good advice. All right. How many instruments can you play? Um, well, there's the piano, which is my strong suit. There's the vocals. I play the drums. Well, kind of, not as well as Tyler does, my drummer. Um, the guitar, the ukulele. So I guess like 6. Oh, there's the mandolin too. So and the violin. So I don't know. Probably more than one. I don't actually know the Last of Us theme. I've always wanted to play the game, but my PlayStation 4 is so slow. I have to say, you want me to if I'm better than either of the two official tracks. They really were downright fantastic and left me I don't know. I think Mulberry Street slaps. Me and Tyler, I assume you mean the drummer, met on see, I love to tell everyone we met on MySpace, but I don't think your age group will understand that joke. I mean, I almost don't understand the joke. It's such an old social media platform. MySpace was what came basically before Facebook, uh, and now it's completely dead to the world. Um, but no, Tyler, I found on like the Austin musicians page on Facebook. So yeah, I'm still using the pretty old website. What is my favorite color of the alphabet? My favorite color of the alphabet is probably 3. 3 or 8. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah, no, I've probably listened to Bounce Man honestly like about maybe 5 times tops, you know. I mean, besides from the intro cuz I mostly skip it. It's not 8. See, this guy gets it. Janimations. I actually thought you were going to say 3. I'm not joking. The band logo means this is so cliche, but the band logo means whatever you want it to mean. And well, actually, no, I'm gonna step back on that because you guys are gonna start coming up with all the wrong answers. Um, no, the logo is kind of a symbol for so it means something to me, but it doesn't necessarily what it's supposed to mean in general is that well, something that looks like it doesn't have meaning to anyone else could have meaning to one person. It's this complicated thing. I spent like 3 days thinking of. So kitchen sink. Actually, that's not a bad example. Um, at least at the point. I mean, I think that song is remotely about vague meaning or something. I haven't heard that one in like forever, but yeah. No, the logo yeah, that's not actually now that I think about it, yeah, that's spot on. Uh, so yeah, if you guys want to know what I'm trying to get at, just listen to that song, that name that I can't pronounce, put in the chat. All right, next question. I hit the bottom. That never happens. Uh, just eating some nuts. Favorite album? That's a good question. I've never considered. I've never considered how well what my favorite album is. Here, I'll list 3 of them that I commonly come back to. There is Abbey Road by the Beatles. Whew. There is the album Some Nights by Fun, which is a really good album. And then probably Now Not Yet by Half Alive, just because it's an amazing album. If you guys haven't checked out their stuff, literally I've got signed posters on my wall. These two right here are from the band Half Alive. Funny story. I actually didn't have a poster for them to sign at the time because like the first 15 people who showed up to the venue got to like meet and greet. It was like a surprise thing, but I didn't have a poster when it came time, so I went and got one of the posters off the like one of the flyers off the bathroom at the venue, and I used that. And I don't think they actually knew that I grabbed it from the bathroom. But yeah, and then that's the other poster, and then that's a signed poster from a band called Sure Sure, who's also really good, lesser known. Um, yeah, one of my favorite bands too. And that trail mix is it's really good. Um, I'm allergic to some of the stuff inside M&Ms, so there's no M&Ms in there. But it's literally it's like it's almonds, it's almonds, it's like cashews and whatnot, peanuts. Where does the name Generation Simulation come from? That's a good question. The name Generation Simulation comes from the faraway land of Tyler and I. All right, next question. No, I'm kidding. You're asking how we came up with the name, and it's funny because it's nothing too complicated. I don't have this like deeper meaning really, um, except for the simulation part, I guess. But generation is because Tyler and I are an entire generation apart. You know, he just turned 28 yesterday. Um, Anyway, no, I'm kidding. I read your comment, Gracie Wilson, and pretended to look offended, but I'll answer that in a sec. Um, right. So, yeah, we're a generation apart, basically. He's generation whatever, and I think I'm Gen Z. Yeah, I'm definitely Gen Z. I'm with the dumb generation. Um, and then simulation is, if you've heard the song Landscape that we've released, is not not everything is how it presents itself, and that's an approach I realize can apply to literally everything. Uh, Taking it cautious, and simulation, like just the idea that not everything is as it seems. I do not believe in the simulation theory. By the way, just to clarify, I've been asked that a few times and answered to people individually. But yeah, just to clear that up. It's metaphorical. Um, am I gonna cut my hair anytime soon? Um, I don't know. I think I want to keep it actually like at this length. I've never had it this long before. What do you guys think? Should I just completely do? I don't think I'll ever do a buzz cut again. It does not work on me. I've done it a few times. I've not heard Fun's first album, Aim and Ignite. Uh, it's funny. Some bands, like I just like worship one of their albums, but haven't checked out their other stuff. So I should really get on that. I really wish Fun was still a band who made some hits and then just dipped. What's a band you've tried to get into but just can't? I don't think I can identify with that question. Oh, I thought you meant like a band I've tried to be a part of. No, a band I've tried to get into but just can't. There was a time where a lot of my friends were getting into like Panic at the Disco, and I'm so sorry. I like a few of his songs, but I just cannot like get into them where I would listen to like a full album of theirs. I don't know what it is. That and Slipknot. A lot of my friends got into Slipknot in middle school, and I just could not get into it. And it's weird because I have a very diverse taste in music, but just nothing stuck out to me. Uh if you guys want to argue with that, then feel free to like recommend me any songs to listen to. Because I'm sure I missed some good songs in checking out some of these bands. Um, been happy birthday to Tyler. I'll tell him, Gracie Wilson, you said happy birthday. He'll appreciate that. Landscape, Half Robotic, and Renewal are my favorite songs from you guys. Thank you so much, Fade Data. Begging you to re-release right now. I will do anything to listen to it again. Anything. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, I promise you that I am as urgent to re-release that song as you want to hear it. It's just, I don't know which direction to take it. Any other questions? Wow, we still got 7 viewers. I should resort to this instead of Instagram. Hold just a sec. My parents came home and they don't know that I'm live, so I'm just going to quickly tell them. There is a full version to that song, Gracie. Um, I'm not sure if it'll ever. It's on YouTube somewhere. You just have to look for it. Hey. Yeah, I'm doing a live stream. Yeah, on YouTube. No, I gotta get back. Just me stumbling into my. Where did you get the name and cover? I got the cover from a good friend of mine named Hold up. It's been so long since she's done any art for me. Like, I don't want to say the wrong name. Give me just a second. All right. Mary is the yeah, Mary is the person that did the art for I don't know what her last name is. Well, if you guys want to check out her Instagram, it's yeah, if you want to check out Mary's Instagram, it's xoxomary.x. And it's funny, just looking at the messages, I had originally planned for this logo to be like this, and this is from a while ago. But it never panned out that way because I met Tyler. We became Jensen. And yes. Really just tips. How do you learn to produce the songs? Thank you. You know, I sucked at it for like 2 years, and I worked at it, and I'd like to believe I got better. Um, I wanted to be able to. So for True Colors, I produced the whole song, but hired a mixing engineer named Matt Foster to do it, which he did a phenomenal job. But it's pricey, and I wanted to start doing everything on my own. Getting the exact sound that I wanted. Um, having just that more hands-on ability, because a lot of artists don't have that. A lot of artists can't mix and and produce their own songs. A lot more can produce, but not a lot can mix, and which is what makes the song have its depth, like all the reverb or echo you hear in there, all that stuff. And I just wanted to have like full freedom of that. And I keep losing my train of thought. Literally, it's the weirdest thing. Um, right. Yeah, so I just kept working at it and producing music, and I mean I'm still feel like I have a lot of things to improve on in producing music, which I feel like this next album will be like good. Um I love 70s and 80s music. I've been going to a lot of earlier, older music for inspiration for this next album, like using a lot of vintage synths emulators and stuff. Um, yeah, like I said, like I forgot what I said. Are you dressing up for Halloween? Yes. My my tree lovers make or tree huggers make better lovers shirt is gonna arrive tomorrow. So that'll complete my costume. Oh, I already answered that question, Jeffy on Rec Room. Um, Tyler and I are a generation apart, my drummer and I, and simulation part. Not everything is as it seems. Landscape. It's like a poster. Um, no, I use, well, you could call them special headphones. I use something called studio monitors. There's one right there and there's one right there. And what they are is they're two little speakers or two big speakers. Oh, they're like this big. I don't know what you'd call that, but yeah, basically they're very direct and they have very focused very focused direction. So when you position them right and you sit in the right place, they sound as good as headphones. And that's kind of how that works. um how old are you? I am currently 17 years old. Any controversial music opinions? um Not really. I am very open-minded guy when it comes to music. You know, I don't think there should be any limits, and it's an expressive art. Um, and it's out there, and with freedom, thou shall do what thou wants with music, and people should like what they like. You know, that's the whole point. You like Harry Styles? Who's that? No, I'm just kidding. I know who Harry Styles is. No, I don't think I've ever actually heard a full song of his. Most famous person I've met. Yeah, that's a good question. Um, well, like I mentioned earlier, I met the band members from Half Alive. Cool guys. That was cool. I'm trying to think. Have I met anyone? I've met people that are famous, but I didn't know were famous, so I didn't really care. Like at an airport, I met a some guy from American Idol or whatever. My mom recognized him, and I was just like, okay, I don't know who this guy is. I wanted to make music because I couldn't think of anything else to do. No, that's a joke. I I started making music, just kind of to show family members. No one in my family is really musically inclined, so I thought like, hey, this would be a cool thing to do, like kind of as like a project. And grant you, I started writing songs in sixth grade, and I had moved from Texas to Massachusetts, which I live back in Texas now to evade any confusion. But yeah, I just moved from Texas to Massachusetts, and I literally had none of the friends that I had in Texas anymore. And basically, I would spend like all my time on this upright piano, just learning and teaching myself how to work that thing. And yeah, I wrote my first couple songs and had no intention of performing them. And then I, met a drummer who really loved the music I was making. And, that was my first band, Arabian Royalty. And from there, I've just loved making music and learned how to use these programs that I use um, to bring my ideas to life to the best of my ability. Will you be okay with someone using your music in their game? Of course, with credit and with permission, but with commission? No. Well, actually, yeah, I'm actually, I've actually been asked. I don't think it ever came out, but I've been asked before if someone could use my music in like their short film, and I think it's awesome to do that stuff. Uh, Probably not for free, but that's just because I'm one of them greedy artists. But no, that I love the idea of people identifying with my music enough to put it in art of their own. So that's really cool. Um, I've not heard of minute to second, unless you mean the math conversion, which 60 seconds would be a minute, I believe. Are you still in school? Yes, I am still in school. Stay in school, kids. Do you have a job other than music? I was working at a restaurant for a while. Um, yeah, and it was just hectic, like I was a waiter. Okay. Um, I was a waiter and literally this place I worked at was wild. I'm not going to name drop them, but literally like at one point our manager just kind of walked out on us and never came back, and it was just the weirdest thing. And I'd always burn my hands on it was a pizza place. So I'd always burn my hands on the plates when walking with them. So yeah, not at the moment. I mean, I have a few music related jobs in which I'll mix and produce for people. Um and that's always fun. Right now I'm doing all right with just the shows we play and music. But yeah, that's a good question. I didn't know that would take so long to answer. All right. No, it's a band. All right, I'll check them out. I always check out new music. Um, all right, what other questions we got? This is fun. I feel really engaged with everything we're doing. If you could be a part of any band, what would it be? I'm not sure because I have the frontman mentality, meaning that I could not see myself like as just a band member that stands there and plays the instrument because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not great in any instrument. I'm all right at each instrument, and that's something that only the frontman can get away with because they're doing other stuff and they're singing. Um, so I don't know. It's too hard of a question to answer. I've just kind of lived off being in my own band and appreciating everyone else's bands for their completeness. So I couldn't replace me with someone else, at least in my mind. Yeah, we're working on music videos. We're more in the planning phase right now. There might not be a whole lot for this album, but as I said earlier, based on the way that things are going, new music will be out a lot sooner than initially thought. All right, next question. This is fun. Oh, if you went back in time, would you recreate any songs to become famous? Um, that's a creative question. Um, well, Fable, data. Hmm, that's a that's a good question. I'd probably, I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Yesterday, but I'd probably start off with creating like all the Beatles songs like right before they started writing music. Because those they're pretty high up there today. So, but that's only if I No, I would do that. That's a lot of clout. Do you have a favorite video game? Uh, I my favorite video game is probably Uncharted, the Uncharted series. Um, just because it's so immersive and it's like watching a movie. Favorite movie at the moment? That's a good question. I haven't seen it in a really long time, probably like a year. But I think my favorite movies is like the Lord of the Rings trilogy, just because it's so well done. Um, Favorite movie that I've seen recently, in terms of like favorite in the last week. Um, Man, I don't watch a lot of movies nowadays. I binge a show in like a week and then leave that as that. Now I just watched that Squid Game everyone's talking about. And it was pretty good. How much money have I spent on music equipment? Um, Probably too much, you know? I keep saying, I gotta remove that from my vocabulary. It's a bad filler word. Uh, I almost did it again. All right. Yeah, way too much money is all I'm gonna say on music equipment, and that's over the past 4 years. Um, I love Robotic Bro too. Do I have any sports I enjoy? My brother plays a lot of sports, probably like a bit of everything. Um, and I enjoy watching him play his sports. He doesn't care much about my music, but every now and then I'll catch him. He's my younger brother. He's in 8th grade. Every now and then I'll catch him humming one of my songs. I don't know if he even knows it's my song he's humming because he's just a few rooms down. But it's always funny because I'll be like, "Gotcha." He'd be like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "That's totally junior year." Whew. I I cannot read that. I failed Spanish class. What do the people around think of your music? I don't think they know about it really. I play locally, but like no one on the street really knows what I do. I kind of lock myself in this cave most of the time. Sorry, I just like silent burped. Hey, what's going on, Mikey McCarthy? It's my partner in crime right there. Uh yeah, I think that's the truth too. He likes my music but doesn't want to admit it. I've never heard of them. I'll check them out though. Yeah. Um I hate that emoji. It's not even a face you can make in real life. All right, more questions. Oh wow. Always I love going to Mexico. I live in Texas, so it's every now and then we get to go down there. Partner in crime. Yeah. Yeah, I mean to an extent. What do you think of the new album, Mikey? I released a full LP. Well, if you consider 12 songs to be an LP. If you could play a show anywhere in the US, where would it be? Um, Probably more realistically, because I know anyone could say like, "Oh, I'd love to play Madison Square Garden," or like TD Garden, I- or like any of these arenas. But Red Rocks always seemed like a cool place to play. I believe it's in Colorado. It's like a venue on a mountainside. and it's a theater type setup, and it seems pretty cool. You and Mikey McCarthy have beef. Well, that seems like a delicious dinner. I'm jealous of that. Can you send me a greeting? How would would you make my day? Could you send it to. All right, greetings, Hugo. Can I sing an acoustic song? I can try. I just got just got over some like really bad allergies, so my voice might still not be all there. This is really out of tune. Yeah, I went to a 2 actually last week. All right. Two a.m. on the clock, your mind is running away tonight. 2 a.m. on the clock, and you're scared to death. It's alright, we're alright. Yes. No, not before the end of the year. Unless I create Christmas song. Get up from the bed you rest and look to your left and right. So many people staring nameless in your eyes. You shed a tear from every crevice in your hand. You shed a tear for all the times you would have ran away. I don't know if my voice is what's out of tune or the guitar. 2 a.m. on the clock, your mind is running away tonight. 2 a.m. on the clock, and you're scared to death. It's alright, we're alright. One by one, your memories. One by one, you set them free. One by one, one by one, one by one, by one by one. One by one, the skies turn gray. Every day you see them change. One by one, one by one, one by one, by one, by one. 2, 3, 4. Sing it. Haven't played that in like forever. All right. How did you pick the order of songs in Fluorescent? Based on the story each song tells, it's like a progression. You start somewhere and then you end somewhere completely different. Um, and that narrative will continue straight into the next album, but with a more refined and atmospheric sound. Um, Not right now with my voice. I'm like halfway there. Let's see. Can you guys hear the piano if I play the piano? I don't know if you guys can hear that. There might be a phase cancel on the mic. The piano sounds good. That's surprising. All the audio is just piping in through this. Here, I'll quiz you guys. You have to guess the Generation Simulation song by just hearing the piano. All right. No, it's all songs we wrote. Lock yourself away and make yourself a record. Don't listen when they saying that you gotta do better. You'll never get the pressure if you're working at a pace. This does not sound anything like Tearing My Heart. Here, I'll give you guys another one. This is an easy one. Okay. Fade data is correct. Yeah, and okay. All right, here's another one. Just kidding. Adele. Yes, it was Adele. Congratulations. Uh Oh, wait, were you requesting those songs? Well, here, let's continue with the quiz and then I might cover one of those songs for you. Let's see. The beginning of what? And what's it called? Yes, you're correct. To my voice? New beginning. That would be sorry. Open your eyes and see the sun. Oh no. Open your eyes and see the sun shining through our window. Just kidding. No, that was new beginning. Or I don't know if the chat's delayed at all. Here's another one. No, because taking lessons is what makes your voice sound like everyone else. If you want a unique singing voice, and you just gotta suffer through sounding bad until you sound good. I don't personally think I sound great. I'm still working towards that, but I appreciate that. Appreciate that a lot. That was the opposite of up. This guy's getting cryptic with these messages. Yes, that song is down. That's correct. It's not sideways, or vertical. Yeah, Tom Aro, you've got it. Thank you so much, Tom Aro. Here's one for the classic fans. You had to have been around in like 2018 for this. 2018. My work's in a waste paper basket, and I'm face down in my casket. Very much alive, trying hard to find why all my songs will someday die. Or another song from that album. Find my muse, let it rain on you, let it save you, oh, yeah. What song is this? All I'm gonna give you is shoot. That was cool. And yes, that song was True Colors. And then that second song was called Hoy. Or sorry, Haughty. Holding on to you. I'm making this one song, and I'll only show you this once. I'm making it with my friend Emery. It's so cool. You guys are gonna like this. Walking down the street, we used to walk to every day now. Yes. It's all running down. Sitting in the shade under the trees back in our hometown. Waiting it all slow down. Kind of like some vintage vibes, you know, some funkiness. It's unnamed as of now. What should it be called? Yes. I see the dying trees. Oh, and then there's this little bridge area. Coming home again. If I could turn back time just for one more night, I would spend it with you, my friend. I would fill your cup and we lived it up and pretend it will never end. If I could turn back time. Unnecessarily long name. Just all the lyrics. And then it abruptly ends because there's literally nothing there. What's another song I could show you that more properly represents? Well, we've also got this song in the making, and this one I'm gonna be more elusive about because I don't want you to hear the whole song. All right, so I'm going to show you that part, and then I'm going to. Every day, her hands thumb through the mud, but somehow her window, and she feels all alone, and she knows that she's been through it and has nowhere else to go. But if she sets a place, she sees another day. Here, I'll show you the second verse. Choice to ride and flash forward to a boy who made the choice to write a song. In times that he would doubt himself, he'd write about what's wrong. At night he'd hear a voice through all the noise begin to calm, begging him to take a chance before taking it all. Alright, so sorry, the chorus vocals are not sounding good yet. I need to re-record those. Oh, there's this part. You're gonna love this. See, this is kind of what I mean. Like, it's more refined, more detailed sound than anything we had on the last album. Don't take it personal. Just know that I can't stay. Don't know just where I'll go, but that'll be okay. Don't take it personal. Here, I recorded some cool harmonies, so I'll show you those. But that'll be okay. Don't take it personal. Just know that I can't stay. Don't know just where I'll go, but that'll be okay. Yeah, this is probably going to be a big one live. I'm excited to play it live. Specifically for this end part that's coming up. Next album's going to be a lot more emotional, I feel like. This part is going to be amazing live. I'm just envisioning it. So one day you'll be able to hear the full quality version of that. Yeah, this song I wrote kind of just like out of nowhere, and I'm really, really happy with how it's sounding so far. What's another one? Oh yeah, the True Colors live track. This one's for anyone that wants to know what we sound like live, or what some of the differences are live, but can't make it out to any shows. So basically, just imagine this. It starts with electronic drums, you know. Tyler's not playing these drums, right? And I'm going... Right, I forgot about that. So basically, it goes like this. I keep forgetting where exactly that happens. So basically, it's like a repeat after me thing, like whoa, and then the crowd goes whoa, and then it goes whoa, and then the crowd goes whoa, then I say whoa, and then the crowd's whoa, and then whoa, and then the crowd repeats that, and then that leads us into the song. In which it's still electronic drums. Tyler hasn't come in yet, not much low end. And then lights go dark. And then he comes in like that. And now Tyler's playing the drums here. For everything we know falls apart. And then, that plays out. The whole song plays out. So then there's this part where, unlike in the actual song, there's this little area where it's like, so that's where I'm like, all right, remember that part that I taught you at the beginning of the song? Well, now do it again. So basically, it would be like, I'm waiting for the cue. Whoa! 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 Yeah! And then back into the chorus. And that's kind of the difference there, to make the live show a bit more engaging. What's new with renewal's a lot different live. There's a lot more aspects in the backing track. There's that. True windowsills. Stuff like that. Down, which starts like this, so that you don't know what song it's gonna be yet. And then it comes in like that. What else? I'm kind of like speed running this. All right, that's not one of mine. Here, I'll casually. Also, you guys haven't been talking to me. I gotta. Probably not like Walmart. I don't know the owner of Walmart. Don't you think about it too much? I'll call it quits and drift away with you. Don't you think about this too much? Just close your eyes and let your dreams come true. We're singing out, hey. It's a great day, but I'm sitting this one out. Can find a way to get better, not getting brought down by the weather. Seems like the week get untethered. Oh, yeah. Oh. This life's too short to waste on things like this. But instead, I'm singing out. Man, I can't wait to play this one live too. Yeah, any more questions would be awesome. It's a great day, and I'm singing this one. Bum, bum, ba-dum. No, I'm just showing you guys parts of them to keep anticipation. Um, I love doing that because it's so low quality that no one could actually rip the songs. And I'm skipping around. There are some songs that I finished though. Like those might be the singles, but there's some songs that are like I put a villain song on this album. You guys remember Mal the Robot from the half robotic art and stuff like that? Yeah, this dude's getting a villain song. And I can't say too much more because this song really goes hard. Uh in terms of like me wanting to make a really like crazy beat. uh like when you hear from this dude, this robot basically that controls my life in this narrative basically. Not really a story, just kind of a symbol. He is, or they, because Malv is, I don't think robots can have I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, Malv is gonna get its own like villain song. Consider it like a parallel to half robotic, but from like the half robotic side perspective, if that makes sense. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, like Stapler and I feel like Stapler sounds very similar to a Down in some ways, just kind of the vibe of them. But yeah, the next album is going to be very diverse, and it's gonna be very deep in terms of both sound, um, and in terms of lyricism in general. I'm really trying to pour myself into this next album. I've had kind of the enlightening experience of realizing uh, that I should just try and make whatever sounds cool to me, and that's what's gonna happen in this next album. Like, not really any outside influences, not any you're thinking of from the last album. But also, some of that is blended in there, but just kind of subconsciously. This is just me creating ideas on the fly and making them into these large productions. So I'm really excited for you guys to see the next album, which will probably start releasing singles on the new year. In the new year, not on New Year's. What else can I show you? Like laying down with the trees towering above. Streetlights now were never really enough. Sitting down with the choice over my life. Made up my mind, so I hand you back the knife. It's time to move past things with no control. It's time for me. It's time for me to grow. I don't know. I don't think about that much. I kind of just, I'm very appreciative of what I have. I'm really, like right now, I'm very content hanging out and talking with everyone here. It's a blast, literally. And, me being happy like this, like it could get bigger and I'll stay happy with what I have. And I think just, kind of living in the moment like that. So I haven't really thought too much about that. It's not really a current goal the current goal at hand is just kind of me, working through what I'm working through right now, and kind of living in right now, and focusing on the tasks at hand right now. I just can't seem to cry right now. Ooh. I could use a good friend right now. Cheese is no, all milk hurts me. So no, literally, I have like a deathly allergy to milk and egg and beef. Actually, like that's not even a joke. Like I've literally since the day I was born not been able to experience milk or egg without potentially dying. Like my throat closes up, and I can't sing or be alive or breathe if I die. So yeah, no, I haven't really tested out my luck with cheese. So yeah, I guess it's safe to say that the next album will sound more in from a music and creative standpoint, more like the Hyperkinesis EP, which like windowsills, very attentive to detail. Definitely the next album is definitely going to be a headphones experience. While I mixed it so that things have depth. Something sounds far away, something sounds up close, stuff to your left, to your right, just kind of telling a story not only through the words but through the music. And you know it's the kind of thing that you can space out to, but in a good way. Thank you so much, Anto Gamer. Yeah, I've tried, actually. I've tried numerous times. um Yeah, some of my older music from pre-Gen Sim, before this band. Um, some of my favorite stuff I've written. Some stuff never even released in the first place. Like played down, Beto, Beato. Says play down. I'm gonna play down. I don't wanna fall, but I'm too afraid to fly. Don't wanna run, but you tell me I can't hide. Write down a world so these problems are no longer my own. Write down a world so these characters can help them dissolve. Write down a world so I can deliver these lyrics, or so I can avoid specifics of the truth. Write down a world so I can deliver these lyrics to you. I don't wanna fall, but I'm too afraid to fly. Don't wanna run, but you tell me I can't hide. I wanna run and jump, but I'm afraid of heights. So let me sit in peace and let me write this. You guys know the words. I put plot holes in my walls, living in denial, putting on a smile when the world's getting wild. One inch at a time, I feel like a while. Everything leads to the extra mile. I got a foolproof plan with a solid plot. Don't know how it ends, don't know when it stops, don't know how far I can stretch it or bend it, but it just gets a few marks every time I send it. Few things in the world I go crazy for. When I see you, well, you could change the chords. Taking your advice leads to nothing right, but anything in the world beats a lonely state of mind. I wanna run and jump, but I'm afraid of heights. So let me sit in peace and let me write this line. Woo! Not ready to hit high notes tonight. My favorite song to play live? Probably a song called The Emotions. Oh no, it's definitely a song called Getting Over You. It's a double entendre basically. Sounds like a breakup song when you're listening with headphones, but when you're listening live, it's me saying goodbye to the place we've been playing all night. It's like it's a no. I'm doing a live thing right now. That was my brother. That's Ashton. He looks kind of like me. It's weird.
Taller than him.
Yeah. I have to go. Have a nice night, fellow humans. Thank you, human. I have been making music for 1,000 years now. No, I've been making music in general since around 6th grade. So, 6 years. That's weird to think about. Because including 6th grade, so that's 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and then going on 11th grade. That's a cool chord. You want to hear goodbye? I don't know if I could sing that right now. I am lost between two truths, and I can't blame it all on you. I need for you to let me go, for I can't do it on my own. And I don't want it a normal life. I just wanna be by your side. I don't wanna be undermined. So help me say goodbye. I thrive in someone else's shoes. I cried when you gave me the news. Ooh. I want to go through change of heart, 'cause I've been in the dark for far too long. Ooh, yeah. And I don't want it a normal life. I just wanna be by your side. Yeah, a lot of the time, because I have a very bad short-term memory, I realized. But I can memorize all my lyrics somehow. But yeah, I'll think of something, like I'll wake up in the middle of the night and be like, I just thought of the perfect award-winning melody, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and then get that down, either on paper or on my computer. Then I'll wake up in the morning and I'll dig around in here for that melody, and it is just gone, out of town. It's gone. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. It's a good song. This is so weird. Bought one of those cheap masks from the Spirit Halloween, and I made some like demonic looking stuff right here. It's crazy. Like, and what's funny is that it's smaller than my actual face. The new album. This is definitely a Jensen album. Something about holding a CD case is just so nice. Like, definitely gonna become a vintage item. Here, I'll play you guys an unreleased one on the keys. Fear the night, but fear myself way more. Always scared to approach an unseen door. Brace yourselves and keep steady for the night. All aboard on the train we leaving night. Laying down with the trees towering above. Streetlight lamps were never really enough. I got through the night, but each day poses a fight. I try to run, but it's never my delight. See my people running for the hills. All my people, tell me how you feel. Laying down with the trees towering above. Streetlights now were never really enough. Laying down with a choice over my life. Made up my mind, so I hand you back the knife. It's time for me to move past all the things. My favorite album cover? Probably on my favorite album cover that I've done is probably Note to Self, as the image holds a lot of meaning. I'm probably gonna call it a night on the 2-hour mark. You know, we've been on for 1 hour and 47 minutes. Any other like questions or final things? Me just chilling. And also, I'm sorry that the studio hasn't looked very presentable. I've been all over this room. You know, like most nights, I'm either like sitting on the couch trying to come up with like a melody on the bass or the acoustic, or I'm over here, or I'm over there, or I'm back there. Speaking of back there, I have a mini fridge. This is really cool. Yeah, I have a mini fridge and I have seltzer water in there. Best kind of water. So yeah, any last questions before we call it a night? Thank you so much, Fade Data. I know there's a second person watching. I know most people like went to bed. Oh no, it's just you and me. All right. Well, peace out, my friend. I should do that thing where I pretend to like cover the camera. Oh, oops.